Stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned. I'm here with the coach, John Brett.
I'm here with the vet, Mr. N. Griffin. Neither one of us are we're ever multi-billionaires.
No,
And
we're
now
not.
we're back to normal just because we lost all our money in crypto.
Yeah, in crypto. The FTX. You know what FTX stands for?
I can't wait for you to tell me.
In the Army, it stands for field training exercise.
Oh,
A lot of soldiers will say we have a field problem coming up. And we say we don't like to call it a field problem because it gives a negative
I thought
connotation.
we were going to curse or F the.
Yeah, but it's field training exercise. Or, soldiers will say effing training exercise, Right. So we got the FTX going on right now, coach.
This guy. This guy's
Man.
the mini Bernie Madoff. What was his name? Bernie Madoff? Yeah.
So this is insane. How many, I got, it was once $32 billion, and there's some crazy stuff with this. And somebody said this is a Ponzi scheme, and I've heard other people say, no, this wasn't a Ponzi scheme, this is flat out theft. There's a lot I don't know about this, but I'm going to tell you what I do, a tad bit of what I do know is, SBM, Sam Bankman-Fried, that's his name,
That's
right?
a crypto creep.
That's the man.
Yeah, that's the man. The little
So
kid.
what I do know about him is he likes to donate some money.
He did donate some millions.
Million. So I'm gonna read off, okay?
Yeah. Go with the ones he did the most.
Well, I'm gonna read off the ones that are for the Republican Party first, okay? All right, so the ones for the Republican Party that he donated to, he donated Heartland Values PAC, which is around $5 million. He donated Bill Cassidy for U.S. Senate, Boozman for Arkansas, around $5 million. He donated Lisa Murkowski for U.S. Senate. This is what we've been told. I haven't validated it, and then he donated roughly around $10 million for Collins for senator, then the NRCC,
So some
and
kind of liberal,
Heartland.
more moderate liberal
Yeah,
Democrat.
people that lean. So,
Yeah, I got you.
so let me call off who all the Democrat side that he donated to. DSCC, and that is $60 million that he donated to. Okay, and I'm going to get out of doing the
That's
names.
the Democratic
Yeah,
National.
DSCC, the Biden Victory Fund, and that is close to $50 million. And then let's get on down to all these other ones. These are all going to be Democrat from here on out, okay? Active America Stabenow Victory Fund, Hassan Victory Fund, New Hampshire Democratic Party, Gillibrand Victory Fund, Arizona Democratic Party, Texas Democratic Party, Georgia Federal Elections Committee.
So it's safe to say he's a little young Soros.
Yeah, so I can almost name almost every state that he has donated to their Democratic Party. So it is safe to say that he has donated almost 60.
So did he donate real money or?
He donated money, what is crypto? What we don't trace? Something like that. I don't know. What's this stuff?
Well, my thing is, did they transfer this into
This is
American dollars, or
Yeah.
is it just a crypto
This is what
one
it says.
sending it to you?
Donations, thousands of US dollars.
Okay, so he did.
This is what SBF.
So
Okay.
this dude on that interview the other day that I saw said that he was worth something of billions of dollars, and now he has less than $100,000 in his bank account.
Well, I know a lot of people, Coach, that would love to have $100,000.
Well, I understand, but he's gonna need more than that for that defense fund he needs now.
I'm
What
gonna
if those
tell you-
donors are gonna give some of that money back to him?
Well, he's going to go to jail. We all feel that,
He's going to jail.
He's really going to go to jail.
But let's think of it from crypto.
And he's not going to jail for some trumped up charges. And I say trumped up being jokingly.
I literally think there's going to be tens and tens and tens of charges, somewhere in the 50, 60, 70 range
Yeah,
of charges.
I have a feeling he might not see daylight.
But
Outside of prison again.
yeah, and he might end up finding the suicide side of life in the prison.
But let's understand this though, because of all this stuff with the crypto, now the people that were invested in FTX lost all their money, from what I understand.
Did you not think that it was funny that he was supposed to be in court the next morning and be in front of the Senate hearing for the first time? The DOJ sped up the warrant and had him arrested the day before that. And then he had to lawyer up and all that. If they would have let him come into the Senate in an open Senate, everything he said from that point forward would have been his mouth out, could have been used against him, but they stopped it and had him arrested the day before. To me, that's iffy.
Well, that I think that kind of goes back to all the people we like to donate to.
That was
is
iffy
because
to anybody.
none of them are throwing a shit fit about it. I'm just throwing that out there. While other people who invested in FTX had lost their money, from my understanding.
Sure.
I could be wrong,
But what I was saying is it was almost like they were shutting him up.
yes, because them donations
Yeah, exactly.
that are not
Because
traced.
if somebody like Ted Cruz or Tom Cotton would say, so let me ask you, did you donate $50 million to the Joe Biden? Did
Yeah.
you do this? So was it real money? Was it fake? You know, those kind of questions.
Yeah.
But then we cut you off. So let's ask this question. What is cryptocurrency? We don't all really know. It's kind of like this behind the scene, you know, like we used to have a gold standard, then we don't. And then we had fiat money. What is this based on? Is it just an interchange is it just an exchange of I owe you, you owe me money in an account and there's really no back value to it? Or is it that old thing of what something's worth to somebody, I will barter with you this to barter with that? What are we looking at here?
Well, I don't totally know, because I will tell you, I'll be honest, is I know a lot about money, but I don't know a lot about this digital money and this crypto money. And so basically there's transactions that happen, but there's no regulations on them right now. That's the thing, and that's why do you remember, and I'm not, this ain't throwing nobody under the bus, but when Tom Brady threw that one touchdown that got him so far, or so many yards, that he bought him, said, I'll give you a Bitcoin, you know. And, yeah, you know, and well.
Well, thank good he didn't.
Yeah, well, I think he did, but you know, I don't know, you know, but I'm just like, it's almost like a system to
Can you go buy a house with cryptocurrency?
if somebody's willing to sell it to you.
And then you give them.
But I don't know you can or can't, because
You gotta go
buying a
through
house
title
is so
company,
regulated.
You got to taxes and.
Unless they sell the crypto and transfer it over to dollars.
Right. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But if you're wealthy, could you just say, hey, I've got $100 million worth of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, I'm just saying.
Well, you could say, I used to have one. And so,
Yeah, and I'm going to take this home and exchange it for this. Can I just put from my Cash App account to your Cash App
don't
account
know.
type mentality?
I don't know.
I don't know enough about it, but I'll
So-
just tell you this much. This is a Ponzi scheme at best.
Well, no, they said it ain't they said it's flat out thievery.
No, I'm saying at best, that's what it is.
So,
Boys
a couple
going
things that I think is going to stem from this, though, is I think, and reading CNBC, we all trust them, right? No, but anyway, reading them, they're saying, you know, this is going to cause regulation. But I think I don't hear nobody on Capitol Hill jumping up and down for that yet, because they like to get that dark money.
Well, they would want. Why would they want to regulate it? Because that means they can tax it.
Well, why would they want to regulate it when they're getting campaign funds from it?
Well, that's another thing is because if you get $50 million of money, but then there's no taxes on that money, or is there? Do they have to tax it once they get it? But no, they're political, so there's no tax on it, right?
No, not because political. I believe there's no tax on it because we haven't regulated. You have to regulate it to get taxes.
No. But you said that cryptocurrency, Crypto Creep, gave them $50 million.
Yeah.
And it said in U.S. dollars.
Yeah.
So is that taxed or is it not taxed because
I
it's a
don't know.
campaign contribution?
I don't think it is because they saying it's under crypto, and then there's a lot of agencies that should be involved in
There are
this.
people that watch this.
Think about this right here. We're not losing no sleep over this. Nobody at White House is losing no sleep over this. But go ahead and go get your Cash App and go make a $600 transaction, and you got how many of them? 80,000 IRS new employees chasing after your ass for not filing that? But billions of dollars we don't care about? Really? I mean, come on. You think about that.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to buy your tiller. Let me Cash App you $600.
So we need to tax that too, another transaction.
Yeah, we got to make sure John Brink gets his $600 taxed, but Jesus out of.
Unbelievable. So many things they tax you on that we're going to class the other day. It's like, if you have inheritance tax, you got sales tax, you got property tax. You never really own your property.
Well, just this year alone, and nobody wants to talk about that, but me selling a house, the difference in what I would pay last year and the year before was $15K. Now I'm going to have to pay $22K in 1 year difference for that house. Because thank you, Mr. Taxation.
Yeah.
But this here, the challenge of it is the crypto is not taxed from my understanding, one, because it's not regulated to the IRS. It's not regulated to the federal government for the Trade Commission and all that other stuff.
Is there culpability from people that advertise for it? That we've heard that, like a Tom Brady or for Nicki Minaj,
Well,
or these people that said, hey, do these things because I'm doing cryptocurrency.
I think that can come in the future. I don't know, but
If I'm a Tom Brady, like I just love Tom Brady. Say I love Tom Brady. I'm a Tom Brady fan. And Tom Brady has a Super Bowl commercial that says, buy cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
But baby, let's take our savings account because Tom Brady's in it. Let's put it 50,000 on here. We lose it
Don't
all.
do that.
Can I sue Tom Brady?
I don't think you can.
Okay.
I don't think you. But I remember hearing one. I don't know which sport. I think it was the NFL. I think it was the guy that went to the Seahawks. He asked for his salary to be put in crypto. Well, that's because it's not taxed, from my understanding.
I'm sure they could not do that.
I don't know. Can they do the bonus that way? Or what is the NFL regulations on it?
Yeah,
There's no federal regulations
I'll just put
on it.
money in an account that's fake and send it to you in a fake account, and I don't know you nothing.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I feel like.
It's
Anyway, this is a weird time because
Yeah.
we've had money exchange. Things where money were bartering, things were money with gold, things was money with notes from different states back in the 1800s when we had the individual states had their own money, Confederate money and all that. But this is a weird time that these people are trying to create a new money so they're not regulated. And we love, you and I, a conservative. I even call myself a libertarian when it comes. I hate regulations.
Yep.
But there are some things that need to be regulated.
This is one of them. And let me just say this right here is, as this goes on, this is all I'm asking for. I want the same energy.
It's not happening, bro.
I want the same energy that's invested in this that we would invest in Joe Schmo, who's barely making it down the road, in his Venmo transactions with one of those 80,000 freaking IRS agents.
Buddy, it ain't happening.
That is what I want to see. Is I want that same energy.
Look,
And actually, it should be more because it's 3.32
You got all the
billion.
Democrats talking about we need to go after the 1% that make all the wealthiest people in the world so they pay the most, and the minute that they are in power, they want to go against the middle class and lower middle class people that do things back and forth. from
Well,
that
this
crap.
is ironic because it just shows that they don't want to go after the wealthiest people because their pockets are lined from them.
And there's so many people with a D beside their name that just don't care.
Yeah, and they don't as long as they get that campaign contribution.
Or they get their social program check marked.
John Brent, when I read this, Coach, it's insane how many from the D party are on here.
Yeah, the list is about this long if you look it up, and there's like 8 or 9 Republican names that probably are 5% of the whole thing. But that list is literally this long if you look at it on a cell phone. You have to keep scrolling.
It is insane.
And all these millions of dollars that the FTX was contributing to these.
Yeah, so
And you tell me that companies don't have
wondering why
power?
there's no vigor from Congress.
They need to. They're
In
probably
the
going,
Senate.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're like. Can we take somebody out to eat right now? So,
What we do.
so anyway, we want to hear what you have to say because you're probably smarter than us on
That's
it.
what I was like. Somebody like Tom Krupp, somebody that knows some of this stuff that in crypto or studied the crypto, except for
Yep.
Brad Brigger, because I think all you're trying to do is just sell me crypto. I always thought that was funny. Remember Brad Brigger? We always was Bitcoin, but I haven't heard from him in a year now. But somebody below explain to us what we don't know, and which we don't know. What is really crypto? What is the foundational basis for what gives that value? I want to know that.
And tell us what SBF, all these campaign contributions, can they be taxable? Are they not taxable? Which we don't believe they are. They're kind of under the carpet type deals.
And if the crypto creep gets vegan food, I'm going to be pissed.
Well, we never know on that. So, from the coach,
To the vet,
stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned.
go